good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever is better for you, wherever you're at, whatever time it is. I am bored today. Kind of not. I just got done doing some stuff. Cleaning my car mostly. However, okay, I'm in my pajamas. But I'm done being in my pajamas, okay? And I want to play in my closet. So, I have a lot of clothes. If you couldn't tell, okay? If you couldn't tell, I have a lot of clothes. There's stuff down there. I got stuff down there underneath my bed. Not underneath, but like, I got stuff down there in those little cupboards. And I haven't gotten to dress up in like a couple of weeks now. I say that, like, I have been out of the house, okay? I technically dressed up yesterday. Technically I did, okay? But I want to get dressed up again, and I want to get like all dolled up for no reason. I'm not gonna do my makeup, and my hair is kind of a mess, but it's okay, you know? But I want to play, so we're gonna play in my closet today because I think next week I'm gonna clean it out and do a whole bunch of stuff, so I might as well just look at what I got. So, but yeah, if you didn't know, it was my birthday a couple weeks ago, and which actually it was my boyfriend's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, baby. Say happy birthday to him in the comments, please. Because we love him, okay? We love him. But it was my birthday a couple weeks ago, and I got 2 new pairs of shoes, and I want to try styling them today and kind of just going through my closet and having a bit of fun. So let me grab them and I'll show you. Alright, so this is the first pair of shoes. My sibling got these for me, and they are cowgirl boots, but they're like the dress-up kind. I am obsessed with cowgirl boots right now. Really anything country, not like the music, but like the style, I've been obsessed with. And when they asked me for what I wanted for my birthday, I was like, you know what? I've been wanting another pair, because I have a pair, but they're like a creamy white color. So they got me these brown ones, and you've already probably seen these in my videos before, because I have worn them. But these are what they look like. They are so cute. I don't know where they got them from, but they are really cute. They're pretty comfortable too. I can walk around with these. I've already smudged them. Yeah, I have already smudged them. Don't look at that. That's fine. But they're very comfortable. This is what they look like on. They're just kind of like cutesy. And I've technically already styled these before, because like I said, these were in a video a few days ago, but I didn't really style them. I just put them with some clothing so I could leave the house real quick. But I really want to style those. And then I have another pair that my mom bought me for my birthday. So I actually wore them for my birthday dinner, which I have no good photos of my outfit. It's literally just me sitting at the table, like, drinking my first legal alcoholic beverage, okay? I've had alcohol before. I don't like alcohol. I absolutely don't like it. I don't like the way it makes me feel, and I don't like the taste, so... But, you know, it's your 21st, you have to experiment a little bit and stuff, so... But I slayed that outfit down, okay? That outfit ate. And maybe I'll do a video on just like my birthday outfits or just outfits and recreate them, but that was a good outfit, okay? And I wore these boots actually because my mom gave them to me in the morning, so let me show you. These are the next shoes. These are the ones that I wore. They are knee-high, and I believe she got these at DSW is the place. These are real leather. This is real. The inside is this like beautiful flower fabric, right? I love this so much. I love patterns. And the outside is real leather, so just both sides are so soft. These are so nice. And they're little floppy things, but when you have them on, oh, they sit there. They'll stay. And these are what those look like. And I have made outfits with these before. I don't know if I've shown them on here. But these are the other pair of boots that I got for my birthday. Alright, see, this is what they look like on. They're very cute. And so I think I'm gonna start with the cowgirl boots because I feel like there are some pretty like obvious things to do with these, which is cowgirl aesthetic, right? And I have a few ideas on how to do that. So we will start with those ones and then we will do the next ones. So we're gonna start with these. I think I have a couple of ideas with these ones, so I'm gonna pull out some outfits or some clothing and I'm gonna show you. So first off, I think that these will look really good with like a low rise and like flared jeans. So I have my flared jeans here. So we'll start there. So we got the jeans on. I think these are a good base. So I have a shirt in mind as well. I have this shirt, which is just my kind of rock and roll one. And I also have, to add some color, this plain white shirt with the cherries. I think this would look nice too. And I cut this, so this I did that. I also have, if we want to kind of bring out the brown in them, is this shirt. And I think this brown is a pretty good color match actually. It's a little bit warmer, but I think this would be cute too. Alright, so this is that first shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the whole outfit. And we need a belt, I think. Okay, so I felt like it needed a belt, so I added this one. I have a couple of other options too, but I think that this looks pretty good right now, so this is good. However, I think that this necklace does really well with this outfit actually, but I think that we can add some more pizzazz to it. So I have this, which just goes here. Just a little wallet chain that sits like that. And I think this is a pretty good first outfit. Very plain, it's pretty simple, but I like the fact that like all of it blends in with each other. I did choose a silver one, so this would probably be really good for like if you're doing mixed match jewelry. So like if I were to add some golden hoops, like this, and maybe put my hair up or something, it would look kind of like this. And then these are the shoes. But I do really like this. I think that this is a pretty nice, like, normal outfit just to go out for a little bit, whatever. But you have your chain and the belt. So, this is a good first outfit. Let's see if we can make another one. Alright, so I picked out a different top. And I'm gonna just keep the flared jeans on for a bit. So I'm just gonna keep it here. This is our base. We pulled out those other few tops, so I was like, I might as well try to use these, but I was thinking we could do full silver. So I have this belt that I think would kind of match this top. I can either do this. So we have the belt on. I think I'm gonna put these little silver hoops in instead. Alright, so we got the silver hoops in. We've got our outfit. Make the girls look good, you know? And then we'll come up here. So, I quite like this base. I'm gonna add a couple of bracelets. I have this one that I got from my great grandma. It's literally just silver, this bright light. And then I have a couple of these. This is my tiger's eye and then just a regular beaded one. But this is the second outfit, I think. So here's the second outfit, I think, is just this. So I was thinking maybe these jeans. So this is silver, but I think this would be nice. Let's see. Nicely. I have this shirt, which has patterns and stuff on it. So if it had a clasp, it would be great. It doesn't have a clasp. Something like this would work. Or pull out this shirt again. I could do something like this, which would work. I could also, if I wanted to, put this back on. So that it's kind of over. It adds a little bit of something to the outfit. So it could be like this. Usually in most of my outfits, I'd add a chain to the side here. I don't think I will right here, just because I don't want to get it out right now. But I think this is a pretty good base. So I want to try something different. So I was thinking a skirt would fit with this pretty well too. These shoes. Usually I kind of like pin it up maybe, like that. So if I were to bring like this out, I could kind of pin it up underneath my belt. But I'm thinking of monochrome, if I were to just keep adding brown. It's like, this is cute. I like this, kind of the skirt and the top. The skirt kind of, since it's a different brown, kind of adds a little bit more oomph to the outfit, I feel like. But this top is pretty close to those shoes. Like, that's pretty spot on. But if you're me, and you want to add some extraness and like pizzazz, you can get a corset and put it on. Kind of like this. Like that. And then you have like this kind of style, which I really like. Maybe add a few bracelets like these. And I thought the snake earrings would be good for this because I feel like a little wood fairy. So like this. Maybe put the hair up, kind of up here. Be like a little wood fairy. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to these. I'm thinking something a bit more dark, mysterious, kind of let the shoes do the work. Because I don't like wearing things that are long that cover the knee length boot, because it just, depending what you have, if it's baggy it usually gets away, but if you have something that's a bit tighter where you can see the outline of the shoe, I don't like it. So I have a few ideas. They're probably going to be some dresses and maybe shorts, so we'll see. Alright, so this is kind of what I thought about when I was thinking of like dresses. So let's see if we can style this. So first off, I want to do a corset because I think that this green, you can't see the inside of these right now, but they have green. They got green in there. It's a little bit. So kind of an homage to it. The kind of green on top of it. I think it would look cute with this kind of pulled up as well. So if you were to do like something like this, have it a bit more flared. If you wanted to be more extra, you could add a choker. And you can add a choker, make it a little bit more spicy. And then you got the shoes. So I think this would be good just for like the first base. I usually, with dresses, I kind of dress them up mostly just like with like corsets, jewelry. But I like to play around with like the different lengths of here. So like you could go even shorter if you wanted. Make it a little spicy, show some leg. Or you can just keep it long. Alright, so I like playing around with skirt ideas too. So this is 2 different skirts on top of each other. I layered them. Because this one goes all the way up, alright? So that's a lot of thigh. But when you have like something just on top, it kind of adds dimension to it. A little bit more flow. I just tucked it in up here. This top skirt naturally has a split, so if I were to take it off, it would just, it already has like this kind of opening. I just kind of pinch and then pull it apart and then pull it up. And sometimes you have to really play with the idea, and then you tuck it in and boom, it's like a whole new outfit. Although this is a little funny, so let's see if I can get it. Yeah, you're like a little tavern witch. Like a backside's just a regular skirt. But yeah, so I like playing around with skirt ideas. And I have this crochet top that I actually got from a Pride festival. That's like this, that I will put on here. And bam, so now I have this top on. And then this is pretty much the outfit base. So I really like to layer my chains, so when I have like these 2 and then like with a pendant, so I'd put like the pendant first, something along this lines, and then tighten it a bit so it's where I want it. Probably about there. And then you start layering. So I do my longer one, and then I like to put maybe this top one on top. Like that. And then you can do this, add some rings, some bracelets, and then you have kind of this as an outfit. I do have, let me grab it. And just if you feel a little bit spicy, you can add some extra fishnets on top. Usually I put this underneath this, but because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to take it off, this is what we're gonna sit with. But this is kind of the outfit. So I would say this is a pretty good second outfit. It's pretty comfortable. Like honestly, layering all the skirts, it's pretty hot outside right now. This would probably get a little hot, but I'd say it looks pretty good. But let's add some earrings, I think. Some just kind of like that. And then I'd put like my hair up usually. Have like a few pieces down, do this. But yeah, that's the second outfit. Okay, so this last outfit, I wanted to do something a bit more casual, so we're just gonna go with some shorts. Something like maybe a big shirt, kind of like this. Tighten it a bit. So something kind of like this. Just full monochromatic. Got my interesting bat shirt here. Do a normal belt. Sometimes I'd add like maybe a pair of fishnets or like tights or like stockings or whatever to these kind of outfits. Kind of add more interest to my legs. Something like this, little belt. I put on my other necklace again. I love this necklace. But something like this, you know, you could even unbutton it a little bit, show some bra. Just like this. But yeah, this is pretty comfortable. This is pretty airy. I'd probably wear this just like if I'm going out and like it's hot. I probably wouldn't wear these shoes though, I'll be honest, because these get a little warm. But this would be casual. I'm gonna show you not casual. So I have this belt. And it just says, fuck off, right? And I love it. However, I also have, since it's red, this is a bra. I love wearing lingerie pieces and things like that and trying to incorporate it into an outfit without making it like too much. So we're gonna try to style this with this on it. So like maybe something like this. I would do like kind of like off the shoulder, just to kind of show a bit of the red. Obviously I can't show too much because then I'll get demonetized, but I kind of like doing this, where it's kind of just like, oh, it's kind of there, you can kind of see it, but it's not too much, right? But I think this is actually low-key kind of cute. I like the red. If I wanted to get crazier, alright, now this is spicy. Matching pair of garters with the bra, right? So you got kind of that nice contrast of white, of red with this kind of black. And I think this is cute. This is only if you want to get spicy though, okay? Like my poor parents have seen me like with just a bra on. So, but yeah, this is like the least casual, okay? But yeah. And then I'd probably put some earrings on, kind of add to it, make it a bit more interesting. This necklace probably wouldn't wear, I'd probably wear something else. So let me see if I can find some earrings. I could do these, which are just roses. I have these cherries, which are really cute too. Or I could do mushrooms. I'm leaning towards the roses, we'll see. Yeah, I think the rose is the way to go. Once again, probably put my hair up or something. And this would be my outfit. Let me show it to you. So kind of like this thing with all of this kind of together. I like my hair down though for this too. Kind of just that nice. But yeah. And now I'm gonna take it all off because I'm hot. And it's hot out. And these boots are a little bit too warm. So I lied, I kept them on. I wanted to do another casual one. Just to do like with these. So these are kind of like just regular denim shorts. I have this top on, it's just brown. I was thinking of using this. So, kind of do this and then tie it around like my waist area here. So kind of like this, just to do kind of like what we did with the other one. So like this, and then we'd add a belt. I'm thinking black, maybe brown. With black. I'm gonna just do this belt again. This is just a normal one. Alright, so kind of like this, and then I put this chain on. Just like this. Add a little bit more pizzazz to this, so it's kind of like that. So this would be kind of a casual one again. I love doing this. I love having like over-the-top things that kind of are able to be mixed and matched or added to an outfit that kind of help accentuate it and make it a little bit more interesting to look at. So, kind of like this. I kind of quite like this. It's again. And this would probably be another pretty good casual fit. Put my hair up maybe. Or keep it down. The down's pretty cute too. But yeah. I quite like this one. I have to go out with my sibling in a second, so I might actually keep this one on and just take the boots off, but this is quite cute. And now I'm ready to go ahead and be a menace to society and walk into Walmart like this. But yeah, I think that does it for me today. I'm sweating from taking on and off clothes and I no longer feel that bored, so. But yeah, I love going through my closet, so if you like watching these, I have so many more clothes, so many more shoes that I can try to style, so, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take these boots off because they're starting to get a little too hot, so. But I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.